Welcome back everyone, I'm Capely's Games. This is episode 13 of our EVE Online Let's Play series. In the last episode, I went shopping. Alright, I'll give you some more details. We learned how to plot multiple waypoint routes. We learned how to avoid invasions. We saw all 4 empires on their way up to Jita. We talked about safe invasions, which ones have been won by good guys and safer for most pilots. When we got to Jita, we made an instant undock bookmark. We then, on the way home, we salvaged some wrecks we found at a gate and got about $1 million-ish worth of salvage for doing nothing other than being attentive. We then made our way back to the Amar trade hub. We bought and fitted a Mala, which was specifically designed for combat anomaly and signature running. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work out where we need to be looking for these sites, which sites we can run, and then we'll run some. So let's get into it. For me, this is the same day as the shopping trip, so there is no housekeeping to be done. We've already claimed today's gift, and the skill queue is still the same. Where do we run these sites? You can run them anywhere as long as you can find them. F10, or clicking the map option, opens a map. It's very confusing. This is the flattened abstract setup. Click up here and uncheck that, and you get an actual 3D of where all the stars are. This isn't any less confusing. I'll go back to abstract if I can. Here we go. And this lets you colour it by all these things: industry, NPC activity. It does give you a lot. The ones that are good are geography and statistics. Mouse over each one tells you how many jumps have been made, so you know how busy each system is. I'm assuming that's Cheetah. Security status is quite a good one. Yeah. This is all 0-0. The orange ones are low, and the yellow, blue, green, and light green ones are the empires. So as you can see, most of the map is owned by players out in the rims. All this stuff here is Amar. This little bit here is Minmatar. This is Valente, and that's up here is Caldari. Now this isn't really good for finding things. What we really want to find are systems that only have one gate, much like our own one. Because when other players do the same thing that we're doing, they like to plot a big circular route, starting at their home base, going out, coming back, and ending back there. They don't often take the time to divert into these dead-end systems, because it means I have to go to Helaban, Napasha, back to Helaban. And they've already scanned that, so it's not very efficient for them. So they tend to just go, well, they come to Helaban, then Sesha, and then back down this way. So we can use that to our advantage. If we can find places that have got lots of these dead ends, it means hardly anyone goes into them, which means that they tend to accumulate the kind of sites we want. Locating these in this map is an absolute disaster, so we're not going to use it. Instead, we're going to use another one of my cheaty links. .lan EVE Maps. This is a great resource. It really is. Everything's 2D with nice lines and bubbles drawn on it. You'll see what it's like when you click on the link. So we're going to use that. We know we're in Tash Marcon region, so I'll click on that. And then I'll filter them by constellation. Constellation doesn't really mean too much. What I like to do is just pick a constellation, live in it, and just go from system to system within that constellation. Just makes it easy. Looking on .lam, I found a constellation which has 4 dead-end systems, and one of them is linked by one other system. that only leads to this dead end and then back to the circle again. I reckon these 5 systems, including the pass-through, will be great places to look for things. It's not that far away from where we are now. I've plopped it here into this exploration thing. This is the constellation. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead end, and you have to go through this one to get to this one. So anyone doing a circle would just come down this blue line, here, 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 and out. They won't bother going here, especially these two, because I'll have to go here first, and then here, then back to here, then here, then back to here for a 3rd time. And same with this one, I have to go here, here, back to this one for a 2nd time, and then this one to a 2nd time, and then away. I reckon this will be a very rich hunting ground. I've already put the constellation in a note, in Notepad here, and I've already linked every single system, so you just come down here, add them all as waypoints. There is no in-game way of saving a route, you just have to do it on Notepad and manually re-add it each time. Normally you just click optimize route to shuffle them in the most efficient order. See here, this is the ones we have to pass through and then go back to. Otherwise it'd just be, if it was a circle, it'd just be cross, 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 cross. So these are the ones that you have to double back in yourself. And this is good for us. I've already organised them into the most efficient pattern. So, we shall undock, see what we find. That's an actual combat site. Let's stop the ship. Let's go there. These hidden hideaways are more difficult than little hideaways. Hideaways come in 3 or 4 different variations. There's the Sansha Hideaway, which is the one we actually want. There's a hidden, forsaken, forlorn. I think that's them all. But the Sansha Hideaway is the only one that's easy. All the rest are a little bit more difficult. I think this one has, yep, look at that, cruisers. Wait, a few cruisers, okay. Well, let's aggress something, see what happens. Are any of these wrecks a player? No. Someone's attempted this and done it wrong. Send the drones out from this range. Once we get to 12, that should really take care of this. Keep it range 10,000. Orbit 6.5. 6,250. Oh. Drones are doing the business. They're getting shot a bit, so let's recall them. Shift R if you remember. Keep him at range. And they're going down slowly, but they are going down. There we go. I'd rather wipe the frigates off. Ah, we've got today's reward. Now we're not being warp jammed. If we were, we'd be in serious trouble. Keep an eye on this and this, yeah. If we were in the Punisher, we'd be long gone by now. And now they're all attacking me. We can send the drones back out. Oh, that one took a little bit of armor damage. Oh well. We'll patch him up. One shot, one kill. The range. Now I'm doing this backwards. I should be really firing at the cruisers and the drone should be taking care of the frigates. Oh, we'll just change F. Kill the frigate guys. They were being shot with nothing but thermal and EM, so our hardener has shifted all the resistance points to 30 each of them. So, looking on the sheet, our resistance is now 68 and 59, which is outstanding. I think I'd quite like to kill... Yeah. Let's get rid of these destroyers. boys are working on destroyers as well. We're slowly bleeding armor. It's not too bad. You see? Yeah, okay, we're okay. We need to approach this one, lock him up. I would have liked to have a micro warp on this ship, but it hasn't got the power grid for it. Had to fit even weaker guns. But we've already compromised the firepower. I didn't want to compromise it anymore. Yeah, let's approach this one, lock him up. It's taking quite a time to lock things. Drones got confused. Make sure they're on focus fire. No, okay. They should have been by default, but they were not. Focus fire makes them allegedly focus fire on the same thing. They were a bit too close. Sorry. Yeah, let's work on this one. Their armor's holding steady. Cruisers, they are 43,125. You thought this was the same as a little hideaway. No, very far from it. This particular variant is more difficult than a refuge. Capacitor's slowly going down. As we know, we're not cap stable. Can't afford to turn this off. But we could turn the afterburner off a little while. Another new spawn. Okay, turn the afterburner back on. Away we go. Almost tempted to salvage this, you know. There's a lot of stuff. Drop a bookie. 2 days. Salvage me. Submit. Watch this. Shoot. This is why I wanted a cruiser. Got into half armor, handled it just fine. Mix of speed, DPS, tank. Very, very good ships. Still keeping an eye out for a commander. Haven't seen one yet. Salvage, small. I don't think we need a velocity thing on the salvage tab. Yeah, it's just down to the last few bad guys. Turn the afterburner off. Shoot him. Let's take care of that right now. Overview set. Bombs. No velocity. Let's remove it from all of them. Don't really care. What a PvP thing anyway. More way over there. Actually, turn the armor repairer off for a little while. Bring the drones back in case they get aggressed. Maybe I should have bought some radio. See what radio would have done. What kind of range? Radio is a long range, but just tickles things. Yeah, like 66 DPS out to 27. Yeah. You get some radio just to aggress things. Once you shoot at something, they'll start yellow boxing you. That's usually when it's safe to put the drones back out. And they can just engage. Unallocated skill points, thank you very much. 2,500, oh well, take it. Going that way. This way. Idiot. These all appear to be short range. They're all still yellow box and not red. So not taking any damage. And the shield's going back up. There we go. Back in combat range. That's why something like a Tormentor would be good. This could just run around very quickly, keep them all at 25 kilometers, and let his drones and very long range beam lasers deal the damage. The drones have picked the right target. Well done, boys. Keep it range and fire. I only have 3 of them, but they're doing the job. Boom. Still like to get rid of these in space things. Oh well, no commander, but still, very good test. Very good indeed. Yeah, well, these will be here for the next 2 hours. Yes, we need the salvage tab. This is now private unless someone else had the same bookmark. You just block up as many as you can. Fire the tractor beams at them. And check this out. Bring it to me. Let's see what we got. Active ship. Look at that. 2.5 million. That was a pick of the bunch, I think. 351,000 for a medium smart bomb. And I think we'll make a new one for salvage. Group is material. Is salvage. Okay, now you know that's a salvage and it's all for sale. Goes in there. Valuable items. All of these go in there. Any laser ammo. We needed that in the Maller. These ones can just go down here and chill out. Everything else goes in the junk loot box. Simple. To the Maller. Undock. What did I tell you? They all congregate here. Oh, I'm teaching the deep secrets now. Lots of hideaways. That's six hideaways, 2 drone clusters, and 4 cosmic SIGs. Oh ho ho! Jackpot. Target things faster. You can start applying damage faster. And if you're good, you can one-shot them. Means that the other player then has to start targeting something else, and so do you, but you target them faster. But you can frustrate people into leaving. As you saw, we were just rewarded with an escalation to the command relay outpost again. We'll be doing that after this. Check where it is though. Listen, not 0.6. Show info though, make sure the route's safe. Yes. Cool. Fingers crossed for another 105 million. And no warp heights in the Maller. But there is a player structure, so show you something else. You don't have to dock to repair a player structure. If it's got the arrow, it means you have docking access. And you will get what is known as a tether beam if you just hang around outside it. Tethering makes you invulnerable to being targeted, and it also repairs your shield and replenishes your cap and everything else on the ship, including drones in the drone bay. Which we'll soon see. We've landed just outside the docking thing. This is the tethering beam. We're tethered, and in a couple of minutes, or a few seconds, we'll get the repair beam and a second icon here. Here it is. And it repair pretty quickly. Mouse over. There you go. He's repaired already. Simple as that. And we can just bash on. Oh look, a commander! X-ray this dude. X-ray him right in the face. True Sansha. Like I said. He's not actually a... Well, he is a commander, but he's not elite. Quite low resistances, not much damage. The good stuff is hopefully in here. Oh, we'll get a dog tag if nothing else. Commanders 1. Oh, very nice. Faction ammo. Dog tag. And a blueprint for an implant. Well now. Sometimes you actually get the implant himself. Let's have a look at this. Show info. Needs all that. That's a lot of stuff. And it makes a mid-grade Nirvana Delta. Just so rare, it's not even on the market in Tashmurkhan. Oh. 4% bonus to shield hit points. And when you use them as a set, they all enhance each other. So add another one to the set, it'll get another 10% bonus to this, so 4.4 bonus to shield hit points. I'm sure all the others will have the same secondary effect. So people like capital ship pilots with a full set of this will have millions extra hit points from this buff. How many runs was that? One? One run remaining. Let's see what this is selling for in contracts. Oh, 35 million, that's not bad. Auction though. 50 million buyout, okay. Oh, allegedly. This is worth about 50 mil. And our first sentient drone. I did do some more reading whilst I was away. It turns out that Sansha burrows never give commander. So I stopped doing them and moved on. And the Forsaken and Hidden Hideaways don't either. Apparently it's just the Forlorn, so I removed them from the note. That means we're just looking for 7 different flavours of site. And I ran 14 burrows before I actually did some reading. So let me make that mistake on your behalf. There you are. These are used in industry to make all kinds of crazy upgraded drones. Not worth a lot, but we'll take it. 122,000, thank you. On to the next system. Welcome back everybody. I'm still here in Jar, grinding my way through every single site I find. And in this system there was 2 cosmic signatures. Both turned out to be combat sites. One is a lookout and one is a rogue drone asteroid infestation, which is the rogue drone 3 out of 10, which means we will fit in. So I'll be doing these after these 2 refuges. I'll do the lookout first and then the asteroid one. This is the Sansha Lookout combat site. It is unrated, which means it's not ranked 3 to 10. You just have to guess at its difficulty. It's in 2 rooms. This first room is full of frigates with 1 gun turret at the back. We'll just approach the gate and kill them as we move. And off we go through the gate. The second room is mostly frigates with 1 cruiser. There is an overseer structure here. We need to approach that. Very far away. Destroying the cruiser may initiate a commander spawn and or an escalation, and destroying the control center will do the same. So these are your two primary targets within this site. Everything else is optional. That was a reinforcement spawn. There's no commander in it. But we have got the escalation. I believe there are 3 chances to spawn that escalation. One was the cruiser, the other one was the bunker, and if a commander had spawned, killing that would have been the 3rd trigger. The site is now complete, and you can stay to grab some more bounty and loot, or you can just warp out. That was the Sansha Lookout combat site. This is the Rogue Drone Asteroid Infestation, a 3 out of 10 ranked combat site. Best suited for cruisers. The site consists of 3 pockets filled with a variety of drones. First pocket is very small drones. As always, the drones do not drop any loot. Second pocket coming up. Second pocket contains lots more drones, most of them very small, a few frigates, and a few canisters containing loot. It's very spread out, so bring a fast ship or very long range weapons. The containers do not need to be looted, it's just optional. A 5th tier's Overseer personal effects. That was a drone alloy, which can be processed into tritanium and noxium. The second room is full of frigates, some weak, some regular. There are 4 mineral containers which contain minerals, and there are 2 rogue drone containers towards the back of the site. All drones must be destroyed to unlock these containers. That was a total of 400 Mexilon, 800 Pyrite and 1000 Tritanium as loot. Say 5th tier's Overseer's personal effect. A 7th tier's Overseer's personal effect and random loot. And another drone alloy. That was the Rogue Drone Asteroid Infestation 3 out of 10 ranked combat site. I think it's a good place to leave this video off. We've been going for nearly 40 minutes already. In the next episode I'll carry on the tour of Aja. There's only a couple of systems left to do, and we'll see what we get. If you enjoyed this introduction to combat sites, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Talk about it in the comments and consider subscribing to catch the second part of this journey. Until then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.